I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
That's the way to swat the swastika.
Enemies of democracy, beware!
You're in the army now.
Is this trip really necessary, son?
Put out those lights!
Tonight, Toonheads presents the Wartime cartoons.
Of course, you know, this means war.
We've often thought of Bugs Bunny, Popeye, Daffy Duck, and Superman as real heroes. And the truth is, they are. Your favorite cartoon stars defended the United States during World War II, sometimes taking on enemy leaders face to face. They were soldiers, sailors, Marines, and secret agents. They sold war bonds, planted victory gardens, and collected scrap metal. They gave comfort and advice to frontline soldiers and home front audiences. Tonight, we declassify some of the best-kept secrets from World War II, as Toonheads takes a look at the Wartime cartoons. The perils of wartime battle have been the subject of animated cartoons since the beginning of film. Like these scenes from What Price Porky, many early cartoons made use of animation's ability to exaggerate the horrors of war in a humorous fashion.
Nobody thought the chicken.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
When Japan attacked Pearl Harbor and forced the United States into World War II, the subject of war could no longer be dealt with lightly. America was gearing up for the fight of its life.
We will fight our country's battles on the land as on the sea.
While war cartoons had been created before Pearl Harbor, it wasn't until after America entered World War II that cartoons about war became much more patriotic.
That's the way to swat the swastika.
The urgency of the war quickened the pace of the American lifestyle, and that was reflected on the screen in cartoons created by directors Bob Clampett, Chuck Jones, and Tex Avery.
Thumbs up, Doc. Thumbs up.
Tex was known for his fast-paced, zany, anything-for-a-laugh style. In early 1942, he moved from Warner Brothers to MGM and created a series of animation masterpieces starring Red, the cartoon bombshell, and her constantly howling admirer, the wolf. But Avery's very first cartoon at MGM was a war cartoon starring the wolf and the three little pigs entitled Blitz Wolf. The cartoon was not only a zany assault against Adolf Hitler and Nazi Germany, but it also made fun of Disney's most popular cartoon short of the 1930s, The Three Little Pigs. Avery went so far as to cast the same voice actor, Pinto Colvig, as the voice of his bricklaying practical pig.
You fellas can laugh, but you'd better quit playing around and get down to work.
Colvig was best known as the original voice of Disney's Goofy, nominated for an Academy Award and rarely shown since World War II. Here's Tex Avery's Blitz Wolf. We'll be back in a moment to Toonheads, the wartime cartoons. But first, a trivia question. Who wrote the Bugs Bunny War Bond theme?
Any bonds today? Bonds of freedom, that's what I'm selling. Any bonds today? Scrape up the most you can. Here comes the Freedom Man, asking you to buy a share of freedom today.
We'll return in a moment with the answer on Toonheads, the wartime cartoons.